I'm 23, which means I've only been an adult for 5 years. And yet for some reason, I feel like I've wasted most of that time. From 18 to 23, I was in school, which provided me a lot of opportunities, but I did not make the most of them. In your 20s, you feel like you have all the time in the world. So sometimes you don't lock in and focus as much as you could. And I had to get out of that mentality and realize that no, it's either now or never. And I was only able to do this due to these 7 habits that I built up that really helped me refocus myself and realize what is important to me. Let's get right into it and let me tell you the habits that I have now at 23 that I wish I had at 18. The first habit that really helped me out was getting in shape. Now at 18, I was in pretty good shape. I had already been working out for 1 to 2 years. However, I didn't really take it seriously. My nutrition was horrible. And so I got really big, and then I was the biggest I've ever been. So over the last year, really, I've made my goal to get in shape. And though now I would say I'm not even at the best shape because of this summer I was just so busy that I wasn't taking it as seriously as I was previously. Now, the point that I look at as being, oh, I need to lock in again is way better than what I was at before. But it's not just about the appearance. The number one lesson I always try to tell people about working out is that you realize that to achieve the goals you want, it's gonna take time. There's gonna be days where you feel like you don't wanna go. There's gonna be days where there's no progress. And yet over time, you see what you're able to build through giving a lot of time to this thing. But you also realize that growth comes from doing the things that make you feel uncomfortable, because working out at first is very uncomfortable. The next was delaying gratification. This one was one of the hardest ones for me to beat because everybody wants to feel pleasure in the moment. It's what we seek out as humans. However, if you want a truly fulfilling life, you have to be able to delay that gratification. So for me, I'm someone who could waste the whole day binging a show. So cutting that out allowed me to have way more time to do other things that meant a lot to me. And a big lesson with delayed gratification is that you learn resilience. You learn that you have control over what you want to do. You don't have to seek out those dopamine hits in the moment. You can delay it and it feels so much better. The next one is consistency over intensity. This is one that I really mastered in the gym, but also translated to other areas of my life. And that's because I'm someone who I would start things, but I never finished. And the thing that the gym taught me was if I give a lot of time to this thing, I stay consistent with it, I'm gonna achieve growth. It doesn't matter how hard you go in the gym one day. If you don't go for 2 weeks after that, what's the point? You're not gonna grow. So build a routine where you can keep it consistent, you can do it a lot. And so translating that to other things, look at this YouTube channel. I was making a lot of growth. When I stop posting, I'm not gonna make any growth. So find a way to make it consistent. That way you can stick to it and you'll grow way more. The next habit that was very important for me, and it's probably very important for a lot of you, so it's best to hear it now, is to surround yourself with the right people. We've all heard the saying that you are the sum of the 5 people you hang out with the most. And that is so true. When all your friends want to just go out, party, see women, that's all that your mind is going to be wired to do. However, if you surround yourself by people who are in school, they're studying very hard, you surround yourself with people who are trying to create a business, now all of a sudden your mind's open to new ideas, new outcomes, and you want to achieve better things in life. So seek out people who align with the version of you that you are trying to create. The next habit, and this one is so important, is extreme accountability. I had to learn that everything is my fault. I'm not gonna lie, when I was 18, I was a lot more confrontational for a breakup, whatever, and I would always blame everybody else. It was this person's fault that this relationship didn't won't go well. It's this person's fault that we had an argument. It's this person's fault that I'm not chasing the career I want because they gave me bad advice. All that does is make it that you actually can't go after the things you want because you think it's everybody else's fault. You can't improve. The whole reason why self-improvement is so big is because you are telling people you have the power to improve yourself, which is something that I had to learn for myself. If everything is my fault, that means that I can change everything for the better. I can also make it worse by continuing to do the things that I'm doing, or I can choose to make it better for myself. So when you take ownership of your life, you take control of your life. The next habit was lifelong learning. Now, I've been in school for my whole life. This is the first September I'm going into where I am not continuing school, which still feels weird. But I'm gonna be honest, I have been this in tune with school for the last few years. And for a while, I feel like I wasn't learning new things. I was so focused on what I already knew or what I'm learning in class. However, in order to grow, you have to go out and seek the knowledge for yourself. Whether that's getting a mentor, reading more books, the knowledge is out there. The only thing that changes is that you're the one who has to go and seek it. And the last one, and potentially the most important, is gratitude. I know it sounds cliche to say, but we have to be thankful that we're even alive in this moment to chase the things that we want. And sometimes I get stuck in chasing the next thing that I'm after, but you also gotta take the time to sit back and appreciate what you have. because years ago I was in debt. Now I'm not. Everything is improving. You can't be mad at the speed of it. You gotta appreciate the fact that you are in this moment, you have the power to change your life, and you are making the most of your opportunities. So just be grateful for the life you have in this moment. Put the work in, and everything else will work itself out. I hope you guys enjoy this one. We are back to posting again. So see you in the next one.